Hi there, it's Tim, and I'm really excited today. I am trying out the Dualtron Victor, 60 volts, max wattage 4,000, so that's 4 kilowatts. I'm gonna check it out. I'm going to ride around Victoria. I've got a couple of things to do today. I've got to get new underwear, and I need a sticky bun for my lunch. So you're gonna come with me. We're gonna go for a ride around Victoria. I'm gonna put the statistics as to what the Dualtron Thunder, I'm gonna call it the Dualtron Thunder's baby brother, the Dualtron Victor, what it's actually like for a big guy to ride around, and tell you all the wonderful things about it during my ride around Victoria. Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Thanks very much for subscribing. If you value these videos, I just so appreciate hearing back from you. You keep those comments coming. I love them. I reply to every single comment. Just a couple of things before we get going here. I love the lighting, and the brakes are Zoom hydraulic brakes, both front and rear. And here we are at the front. And just another observation that I wanted to share with you guys, inside this battery deck is a 30 amp hour battery. That has the potential to be able to take people up to 100 kilometers on just one charge. So anywho, I'm off. We're going to go try out the Hill of Death that way. And special thank you to Melissa running around with the double unicorn getting footage. Thanks very much indeed.
The Hill of Death.
Okay, so the Dualtron Victor, it's amazing. Very smooth brakes. I do like the brakes. I'm gonna ask Melissa to come right up close here. The hand grips are excellent. They even have the Dualtron logo. That's kind of nice. The eye, this is bright sunshine, and you can absolutely read that, no problem. Pressing this button here is gonna just scroll through my gears 1, 2, and 3. And then also we've got some mode options as well if I was to press that. I'm gonna power it off now because I wanna show you when I break it down, how simple and easy it is to break down. 2 clips here are gonna be lifted up and squeeze in, and that releases the one, squeeze in the other side, and that releases that one. What's really cool about this, let me show you, is this is not just useful for hanging grocery bags on, but this is a clip that's going to clip into the base. So I'm going to just there are 2 clamps here just to release the stem and lift up and down. And this clips on here like that. And once that's in place, in theory, I should be able to lift it. Here goes lifting. Oh yeah. Wow. So that's about 75 pounds, I think. Yeah, for a big guy, no problem lifting it. Handy if you got to put it in the trunk of a car. Like, it's so compact. This is a lot simpler to put together and put it down into a car. One minor thing I'm not really thrilled about, and that might be just because I'm a little bit taller. Well, I'm not that tall, I'm only 6 feet, but I'm finding that the height of the actual stem, it just feels a little low to me. So, what do you think? Yeah, it just feels a little bit low. I don't see any way to extend it, but that's just a minor thing that if you happen to be taller than 6 feet, I think it might be a little bit more uncomfortable. But you know what? Let me come back to that after I've been riding it around for a little while. So let's continue our ride.
Go.
So far, I'm really loving this thing. The brakes, as I mentioned before, are excellent, really smooth. I do love hydraulic brakes, especially if I was a big guy, just having that extra peace of mind that I'm actually going to be able to stop once traffic slows down in front of me. And the other thing I'm noticing is the actual ride quality is excellent. The deck seems to be plenty big enough for my big feet. I have size 14 or 15 feet, depending on which shoes I'm wearing, and it's perfectly fine. The fender at the back actually moves around, so you don't want to step on it. But I have noticed going over the big bumps that this thing just eats up those big bumps. So I'm actually now good because it's got such a big battery. It's got that 30 amp hour battery. We're just going to go all the way through Victoria now. As I mentioned before, I've got to get underwear and a sticky bun for my lunch. So yeah, we're just going to go for a nice long ride, and then afterwards I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the Dualtron Victor Baby Thunder. So one minor inconvenience is the button. I can't tell if it's pressed on or off when I'm pressing it. It doesn't stay high or low. Also, over here, it would be really handy if the manufacturers were able to figure out a way to put the turbo on or turbo off, or dual motor or single motor on or off right here on the display. But anyway, goals. Thanks very much to Ride the Glide for lending me out the scooter. It was a fabulous machine. The brakes are fabulous. The battery at 30 amp hours is enormous. Just the range on this thing is going to be, I think you're going to find some people getting 100 kilometers on this, if much slimmer people than myself. For a big guy though, as I said, the ride was excellent. I thought the stem for somebody who's 6 feet tall was just a little bit short. Only ever really came up under severe braking. There was one spot where Melissa stopped and I didn't know she was going to stop. What are you doing? And the brakes were fantastic, but I felt my energy just kind of coming up over the top a little bit. But other than that, that's a minor thing. The power, they are saying it's 4,000 watts. There's plenty of power. And if you're looking to find out how fast this thing goes, you're gonna have to find somebody else, because I'm just too old to start doing speed tests on these beasts. So, and that's not what I'm about. I really am pretty happy. In first gear, this thing is doing about 27 kilometers an hour. What's that, about 17 miles an hour, somewhere around there. And it was a delightful. And the extra bonus of being able to fold it all up and just fold it down, then carry it with one hand. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, put those down in the comments. I reply to every single comment on this particular channel. And thank you. Please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you. And please always wear a helmet.